What up, Wheatfield? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to the Wheatfield. Welcome to you too. My name is La T, and I'm a spiritual reader. I am a channel messenger with the big three, Alpha, Omega, the A and the O, the beginning and the end. Yes, it's word, the principal thing. Yes, and the breath of life. Yes, the life force, the holy chi, and we bring messages for the spirit. For the Spirit, from the Spirit, for the purposes of edification and spiritual strengthening and inspiration and motivation. We also get told some tea too, so we look at the tears in your life and see how they strengthen thee, because we are the wheat and we are called for good bread, beloved. Yes, we are. So again, whatever the Spirit wants to bring, we bring it. Earlier today, we had a long message. It was like an hour and 20 minutes, basically. It was one of those ones that was reminding us to stop defending, like the word does not need to be defended. It doesn't. And we went through quite a number of spiritual texts to find what we were looking for, what had already been told and shown to us, and what we had already studied. So if y'all can get through that message, get through it. At the end of it, it's something good. It comes together pretty good. You know, again, it's like that old school Crisco. You got to get it out the can and put it in the pan. And the Most High come in and turn the heat up. You know, the Alpha and Omega, they turn the heat up. And we get to cooking. We do. But sometimes it can start slow and choppy, and we don't know what we cooking. You know, we just don't. Could be like a bunch of leftovers. You know what I mean? And you have to figure out what kind of meal this is going to be, how it's going to come together, but it comes together good and edifying. And that's exactly what that was. If you guys can hang on in there with your girl, yeah, I'd appreciate it. Stick around. If you vibe, subscribe. You know what I mean? If you care about the message at the end of it, share it out. And if you want to come back on the daily and get that spell, you know, this spell here, hit the bell and hit the all too to let you know every time we put one of these things up. And I give you a warning. Again, we are spiritual reader. We are not religious, beloved. We are not. We bring messages from the Spirit, and whatever they tell me to say, that's what we say. We scribe. You know, I listen and I say what they tell me to say. I mean, that's just it. Whatever they wrote, that's what I say. And that's just it. We are a student of theology, and we study how the Most High God has spoken to us all over time. Yeah, as much as we can get our hands on, because we believe that the journey is very specific to each and every one of us. And there's a pathway, a journey for each of us. And for each of us that are on this journey, there's a way back to the source that made us, that called us by its word. And I don't believe that any particular person has a stamp on the Most High's word. It doesn't. And it is the Most High that commands its word. And to give honor and homage to the Most High God, that's just it. And however you do it, it ain't no judgment. And so I pray that you can rock with that. You can hang around. You can rock with your girl. You know, it's been 3 minutes and 28 seconds getting into that introduction. But sometimes I feel the need to just reintroduce myself. Do you feel like you at the 9 at the pinnacle, getting ready to go to a new beginning? And you may have to reintroduce yourself to a whole bunch of different people. Maybe. I've been feeling that energy of 9 all today. The miracle of prayer is here. You know, I think prayer itself is a miracle. We see peace and harmony and change and transition. And that's what I was feeling. Change and transition. 9. Today is 10/10/2023. It's the energy of 9 week. Yeah, and 9 is like that height right before you get to 10 to get ready to end that old thing and begin again. Newness, beginnings and endings. That's what we're feeling on this day. That's the message that we're bringing. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega. Whew. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega. I felt like old girl from the Clumps when she say Hercules. Like, Alpha and Omega. Take a step back, yo. Take a step back. I want to say congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Not only do we glorify the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, that which called the Word and gifted us with the breath of life so we can have the beginning to begin again, to be resurrected in a sense, to ask for repentance, pay a recompense, be restored, to be received and forgiven, given grace and favor and restoration, Ashe. Restoration, to be restored back to your former glory or taken to a new height of glorification, to have the Most High God glorify in you. Congratulations, you did it, beloved, you did. Congratulations to you. You held fast onto the Most High God's unchanging hand, understanding that you are engraved in its hand. Yes, you cannot be separated from. You cannot. And to hold on to that knowingness, I believe, has brought you a mighty long way. A mighty long way. And I feel that you are ready to go and grow forward and to grow in this day. I just feel that you are ready to take the next steps to reach your highest potentiality. On the road to being all that you can be. This one. Balance, justice. Look at that, beloved. Balance, justice. I believe it is your just due. Thank you to the angels for bringing peace into my life, bringing balance into my life, bringing prosperity into my life, bringing harmony into my life. I surrender on to that. Yes, signs from heaven. I believe that somebody is going to get one. Yeah, that balance is being restored, that is coming. Yes, again, peaceful warrior. I feel like you've been through a lot, that you have persevered and kind of figured out, what you can do when you focus your mind. What can you do? Having a whole bunch of spiritual support too. The angels around you ministering to you, helping you make healthy, good choices for you. Again, nourishing, self-edification. Yes, leaving the things that no longer serve you. The things that would be detrimental onto you. Stepping into your fullness. Again, that next step to reaching your highest potential, your highest self. Again, the Most High says, take a step back. We see smiley face. We see joy. Yes, I see that yellow, that solar plexus chakra. I see the blue for the throat chakra, to speak your peace, to speak your truth. I see transmuting the energy of the past cycle, transmuting that negativity into light, lightening your heart space, lightening the burdens, lightening everything that will weigh you down, that will be so heavy upon you. To release it. One of the things we talked about in that earlier message that just ended up like a space in there was just kind of choppy, but it was defense, defending that 9 of Wands energy. Feeling again, either wounded warrior, peaceful warrior, defense of self in general, of your viewpoints, of your values, of yourself, even in some circumstances, of your mind, like your peace of mind, to defend your peace of mind. When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. But sometimes you have to defend your peace. You have to put a boundary, a border around it, and block out anything that will come against your peace. And sometimes you have to fight to hold that boundary and say, I resist that negativity. I rebuke it. I reproach it. And no, I will not allow you to encroach upon it. And in order to hold that line, encroachment, 5-yard penalty. Take a step back. I'm just saying. Anyway, come on, let's get it. Angel numbers. Let the angels speak. Like I said, signs from heaven. Signs from heaven. Thank you, Heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. What are one of the ways they send us presents? Reminders of the presence is through angel numbers and confirmations. Definitely feeling the 1111. We see 1212 on here. We see 1020. We see, 91. Because see, 9 and 1 equals 10. Again, that's that ending and new beginning. Yeah. I feel things coming together. I feel, again, that enlightenment, stepping up, going to a whole nother level. And sometimes when we step up to balance injustice and for even the peaceful warriors, I feel you have to take a step back and evaluate that last cycle. Get to learning, surrender onto what needs to be released. Surrender it. Surrender it onto the Most High God. Give it up. Offer it up. Offer it up. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the Ace of Swords truth, beloved. Surrendering the need to defend. Surrendering overthinking. Surrendering rumination, going around and around and around and around. Surrender to the fact that you are being moved forward, stepping up in that cycle of life. Leveling up, leveling up, leveling up, leveling up until you cycle all the way back up to the Most High God. Getting that divine clarity. Yes. Having them giving you a sign that you are headed in the right direction. Yes, yes. Because again, all of that rumination and mental conflict, you know what I'm saying? Either others speaking in your head and, that voice on your shoulder, something that's telling you that something is this and this is that and this is that. We shall not claim it because we don't want to call anything into our life. We just don't. But, it may have you going against self-doubt. But you have been investing. You have been working. And you have been planting seeds, and I feel planting them on good ground. And as you have planted, that harvest is going to come in. You're going to reap what you sow. So take a step back, beloved, and assess what it is that you're sowing. What are you planting? Because I feel that 10 of Cups energy, that ultimate happiness is coming in. It's coming. You will reap it. Yeah, the star. The Spirit is guiding you. I feel healing. I feel you connected to the Spirit. I feel the Spirit guiding you and showing you where you are. Like you are, again, connected to the Most High God. Having that spiritual support, that direct line. And that's a part of the message that we gave, that you have a direct line. Like, your name is engraved in the hand of the Most High itself. Yes. Voice of the soul. Let's see. We see calm. We see message of peace. We see burden of tears. Yeah, I feel somebody having been through that warrior phase. Message of love is here. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you to the Most High God, the Alpha, the Omega, that which called my light into existence, called it by His word, and gifted me the breath of life, the life force, the holy chi. That which is operating within me, animating this here God body. Thank you for the word that's built in. For the word breathes, it lives, it breathes, it lives in me, and lives in thee, beloved, it does. And anything that will come to you to say that it does not, that it is dead, beloved, it cannot be when the power of life and death is in your tongue. The word lives. The breath moves. Anger is a challenge for someone. But anger is a galvanizing emotion. It is. It can either depress you or it could cause you into action, move you into action. And usually it's depressing when you feel helpless and you cannot express it. There's no outlet for it. And to find an outlet that is positive for your anger and a way to release that, to transmute it, again, to transmute that negativity and transform it into light energy, to propel you further. Oh, but it's powerful. It is. I feel not only the anger of the plane, of the weak, the frustrations of people in general, of Mother Earth, of our Divine Mother, Divine Father, yes, I feel their wrath. Not only for the things of past, but of our current day situation in our state. I feel that, there's so many of us that will not graduate. There's so many of us that are trapped in a mindset that is reprobate, that they refuse to learn anything other than what they've been taught. And I am passing judgment. That is not my place, beloved. It is not. But to be open to the learning and to the teaching and to growing, to sit in a student place at all times, I think is highly critical in this day. Our brother Cat Williams' mirror effect. Can you see you? Can you see how the tears reflect back to you? Something that shows you who you are, what you can grow from, what you can learn from, what you will take with you into the next cycle to make you better, faster, stronger. Help you ascend, help you rise up, to give you something to look into, to give you that clarity where you can see yourself. That Ace of Sword truth. Yeah. Cat Williams said something in an interview. It wasn't on a comedy show or nothing like that. You want one of these? This. Self-esteem is here. I possess gifts of the souls that benefit me and others. Maybe this last cycle was teaching you something about yourself, something that, the Spirit has given on to you, that direct connection to the Spirit, and it's a gift that's going to be beneficial not only to yourself but onto others. But Kat said that we know that we're in a dark age when there's such opposition to the truth. Like it's a war on truth itself in general. And the energies that would lie and deceive the world for its own benefit, it's running rampant. It is. And for us to polarize ourselves to the positive, to the good, to rise above all of the things that will come against us in this day, it's so important that we are open to different thoughts, different theories, because we just don't know the information that may have been withheld from them. And unfortunately, in this day, there's not a lot of students, there's not a lot. It's a lot of followers, it's a lot of subscribers, but it's not a lot of students. And that was something that, you want to look at this now? Worry. Worry is here. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. It doesn't. You are written in the hand of the Most High God. You cannot go anywhere. You cannot. And people will have you worry about yourself, about your salvation. And that causes indecision. Knowing not which way to go. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yeah, it causes grief. Grief and suffering. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Guilt. Guilt is here. People who are guilty, feeling like a sense of loyalty would be broken, I feel. Loyalty. And I hear pseudo-loyalty or misplaced loyalty. Humor. The lighter things in life. Can you laugh and go with the flow? Yes. I see this card from one of our residual readings. It's expansive. To expand. Every day I'm learning new things and expanding into my highest potential, and that's what I was feeling. That the collective itself is growing and is expanding into its highest potential. And one of the things that we use to do that is joy. Humor, laughter changes a lot. And considering that we just pulled humor and focusing on the lighter side of life when we were just talking about a comedian, Cat Williams, who was talking about us being thrown into the dark ages, something so serious from such a funny man. How he made that connection and how he can help people think about things on a deeper level and consider things in a different way by using humor. He's been talking about serious stuff for a very long time, from the pharmaceutical industries and medications that they give to our children, from politics and how this whole system itself works. I mean, you think about people like George Carlin, I believe is his name, and he was another one, another comedian speaking about some very heavy stuff, but using humor to help people think about it differently. Hashtag woke energy. Yeah, blame. Who's to blame? The Most High God. For all things are unto the Most High God to be used for its will. The creator of all things good and evil. Yeah. But what is it doing for us, beloved? What is it doing to the weak? Strengthening the weak, I heard. Yeah. Edifying the weak, I heard. Making you stronger, better, good for good bread. Yes. You are an investment and you need adverse conditions in order to be your best. You do. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Everything is on to you. The ability to make decisions. Free will. The ability to choose. Are you going to be a tare? What kind of fruit will you bear? Are you going to be wheat and good for meat? Yes. It's up to thee. You have the ability to express yourself how you see fit. Now you are called for a calling, but it's up to you whether you answer it. Imagination. Can you imagine your highest potential? Can you imagine a space where you are pure consciousness, where there are limitless possibilities and potentialities, that you could become anything that your mind sees? Can you imagine that? I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Yes, and look at this. I'm just going to pick this deck up and it says this. Surrender to creativity. And this was in the last reading. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. And if y'all watched the last reading, the Most High God did not allow me to read this card. We got to let your imagination soar and then cut it off like that. That's it. We are obedient. So that it is what it is. It knew that this moment would be syncopated to bring this message right back to you. Maybe to encourage you to get through the choppiness of the last one and really see what it might do for you. Just to see. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or a problem. How to solve it. There is a creative way to solve it. And that is the truth. I feel like you're going to get a sign from the Most High God, from the upper realms of heaven, to help you. Help you with this here thought process, the rumination, the worry, the self-esteem issues, the ability to expand yourself and step into higher realms, to release the guilt, beloved, to help with the indecision that causes us grief on a daily. To be able to see ourselves clearly with that mirror effect, to see what the world is projecting to us and what is it that we project. Are you projecting fear? Are you projecting negativity? Are you projecting defensiveness? The Most High God said, I want you to quit on it. Can you imagine your highest self? Can you imagine that, beloved? Can you embrace and nourish the creative aspect of your mind that says that I can be anything that my mind sees? that the strength isn't within me. Like in my weakness, the Most High God is strong, and it shows its strength through my weakness. That His grace is sufficient, yeah, to meet all needs. That maybe I can release some of my anger and dig into peace. Coming into balance. Putting some balance on top of that. Balancing out that anger and digging into your peace. Anything else in, beloved? No. Again, balancing out that anger and digging into peace. Now we see that. Look at all that yellow and red. Peaceful warrior. Peaceful. 9, the pinnacle. Going into the 10. Death to old things and being ready and made to begin again. Restoration. First, having repentance. Death to old mindsets. Recompense. Giving it all up to the one who made all things, that which knows best. Yes, being received and receiving grace and favor in return, and then restored to higher senses of glory, because you've given it the glorification and you've received glorification in return. Is there anything else, beloved? No. Take a step back. Look in the mirror and see you. See what the world, your environment, your relationships are reflecting back onto you. How have you become new? What have you learned? And now that you learned it, can you imagine what you will do? I love you. I love you just like I love the Alpha and Omega, the Alpha and the Omega, that which called me and gave me this here decree. Place that word, the word wisdom, the principal thing, the infinite intelligence side of me. Gave me the breath of life. The life force is life essence, is life energy, the holy chi. It is animating this God body, and it connects me to thee. I am the living word, and it breathes, but so are thee. Till the next now, y'all, this is done. Ashe.